Hi, welcome to Midwest Sporting Properties. My name is Tom Bartoshevitz. I founded the company in 2005, and this is a little bit about me as well as a little bit about our farms and our business since 2005. We hope you enjoy the presentation. First off, I'll tell you that I began working in the hunting industry in 2000 when I started Trail Sense Engineering, LLC, a company that engineered, designed, marketed the TrailMac game scouting camera. That was back in early 2000. As things progressed with the TrailMac, we were able to add some strategic relationships with some popular and growing TV personalities, as well as design our own commercial, which aired continuously on the Outdoor Channel for a number of different seasons.
TrailMac, the ultimate game scouting cameras from Trail Sense Engineering. Forget film. With the TrailMac Digital, you can review all your pictures in the field for a super low battery cost of less than ½ a cent per photo. Our electronics are engineered to operate under any climate conditions in the world. Strap it to a tree and it will work. Call now to experience the TrailMac Digital for only $624.99. Not ready for digital? The TrailMac 35mm is the easiest to operate, most reliable game scouting camera on the market today. Among its many unique features, the Sure Shot mode enables you to eliminate pictures of birds, squirrels, and other film-wasting pests. TrailMac 35mm starting at only $239.99. Order now. Operators are standing by to take your call. TrailMac cameras are available in Realtree Hardwood's high-definition camouflage.
During the preseason, we're already preparing for that bow season by getting our food plots planted. I got some help with Chris Comstock. He's coming up to do some food plotting with us. He's a guy that we turkey hunt with. We've got pH to check. We've got fertilizer to spread. We've got Biologic Clover Plus to put out. We've got Biologic Maximum to put out. And I've got a couple TrailMac cameras out, and I was hoping to get some velvet buck pictures, so I'm anxious to get those rolls developed. It took about a week to get that first roll filmed through my TrailMac camera. I took the photos in, couldn't believe the bucks I'd already photographed. About the time I was looking at my photos, we got word from Ben Rice.
Any danger is beyond me. We've really met our match here. As the moon hangs high overhead, another chapter to this story is still to come. The big boy was kind enough to walk by a couple more TrailMac cameras and pose real nicely for prosperity's sake.
Really nice wide 10-point, and then behind him, big massive 10. Two beautiful deer. It's a shame they didn't come out while these deer were in front of us. They'd have chased them around in this food plot. You're lucky just to see a deer like that. Wow.
A lot of what Mark and I call luck is really intense planning and strategizing. By knowing time of day and the location deer frequent certain areas, hunts can be planned accordingly. The two bruisers have been hitting the Biologic regularly during daylight hours.
What do I dream about in the off-season? Well, there's a lot.
I just can't believe that it's been one full year since we produced Whitetails Taking It to the Extreme 3. I was really excited to see what the new year was going to bring. During the summer, Don and I took lots of great trail mac photos to big bucks, so we were very anxious to get our crops out of the field. Well, our first hunt was October.
What an exciting hunt that was, to see him scraping on the other end of the field. Oh my gosh. You know, we have some incredible trail mac pictures to this buck. We saw this buck last year. He was with my...
All the way into the tree, and it ended up he didn't take the final step that I needed for a good shot and ended up walking off. Well, later in January, we snapped one great trail monitor picture to this buck, and then I got lucky enough in the spring to pick up both sheds. So I knew he had made it through hunting season, and I was really fired up to see what this buck would turn into. So later that summer, I put the Trail Mac cameras out, and on the very first batch of pictures that I got back, there he was, and he had blown into a giant deer. All I had to do now was wait for the proper time, and November 3rd, I crawled into the tree, and on the very first rattling sequence, looked up, and here came the Big Ten.
So to moving forward with present day, we're selling the operation, the entire operation, as a result of me just not being able to keep up with the requirements of the hunting and farming operation. I've fought spine issues for a large part of my life, and the last surgery I had in 2014 has really made it tough for me to run the hunting and farming operation. And so I'm getting out of the business, but the business still has a lot of room to grow and a lot of income to make, and I would really like to find somebody that will run the 3 farms as a business. That's my first choice. I understand that the farming industry is a shrinking industry. However, the whitetail and giant whitetail management industry still is in its infancy, in my opinion, and has a lot of room to grow for individuals that are willing to put in the time and the effort to do that. And there's no better farms anywhere. Considering the Missouri over-the-counter tag, there are no better farms anywhere, and we believe we've already demonstrated the ability of these properties to produce giant bucks that can hold a candle to these farms. We've got lots of information on our website here that should help you in your endeavors, regardless of what your different goals may be. If you're a first-time farm buyer, there's plenty of things that you want to be on the lookout for. And of course, we're happy to consult with you about our properties, and we have in place our cash flow summaries, cash flow analysis. We've got all the information available to help you make those decisions. We are not just making that information available to download. Our financial information we generally consider as protected, and we will distribute the information to serious qualified buyers, but I wanted everyone to know it's available. There is really no reason by which these farms don't have a means for a qualified buyer to purchase and offer the ability to cash flow for them, so long as they are properly run. And I would be happy to help make sure the transition from me being the operator to maybe you being the operator goes as smoothly as possible. So thank you for your time. Please enjoy our website. Please enjoy what it has to offer. There's a tremendous amount of content from the years that we've had it in the form of videos, trail camera photos, as well as hunter testimonials, some of which will follow this. Thank you very much.
All right, it's November the 3rd. 4 of us, I guess, got in camp yesterday. Actually, 3 of us got in early this morning. It was after midnight when we got in. Got up before daylight. I was in the stand maybe an hour and a half. And this guy came running in, literally charging in. Never even had time to turn on the camera. From the time I saw him till the time he came in sight to the time he was out of sight was probably every bit of 5 seconds. We made a nice shot on him. He went every bit of maybe 50 or 60 yards. It's a beautiful deer that we passed up last year, and we're hunting out here with Tom from Midwest Sporting Properties, and this is a deer that he asked guys to pass up last year. Several of his hunters passed this buck up, and he was a nice deer last year, but he's maybe even more than a nice deer this year. Really nice deer. I don't know, he's 21 wide maybe, 10 points, got a crab claw on each end, just a really nice mature deer. my tag's over. It's not even lunchtime yet. I'm done. I'm tagged out. So I'm cameraman for the rest of the week. So hopefully we'll get some better footage of the rest of the deer. But been a great morning. Absolutely great morning.
You're on.
It's Wednesday, November 9th, 2011. Killed this buck. Saw him walking down a cornfield with 3 or 4 does, I think were with him. And rattled him, and he stopped and came up to the fence line, looked at me, didn't want to cross the fence, so I grunted a couple times. He went down the edge of the fence, finally jumped it, walked right down to me about 20 yards. Shot him, double lunged him. He went probably maybe 100 yards in the woods, and Tom and I found him. But beautiful day. 3 inches of snow fell last night. Yesterday it drizzled all day long. Saw some movement, but no big buck movement. And today they just seem to really turn on.
Good morning, this is Tom Bartoshevitz from Midwest Sporting Properties. Had a great morning this morning down here just outside of New Hampton at one of our farms. We've got this guy on trail camera. He's a beautiful mainframe 10. He came into the rattles. It's October the 28th. And man, you just couldn't ask for a prettier morning or a prettier outcome.